Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day everyone. My name is Noor Hidayah binti Mahadi. My matric number is 2021829396. Today, our teammates will present regarding segmental and interim reporting of our chosen company, Darby Plantation Berhad. Before begins, let me allow the team to introduce themselves first. Let's begin.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Noor SOFEA binti NADZRI. My matrix number is 2021887978.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Noor ZAYANI binti ZAIDI. Matrix number 2021887924.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Noor binti SARAI. My number matrix is 2021839284.
I will start our presentation today with the background of the company. Darby Plantation Berhad operates in the agriculture sector with major business activities as the plantation of oil palm as well as the sale of palm oil and other related products. The company is listed on Bursa Malaysia in 2017. The company was founded in 2004 and based in Petaling Jaya, Selangor, Malaysia. Darby Plantation Berhad are leaders in innovation, employing some of the best minds in the industry to produce superior quality products, serving customers across the world, which brings them to world's largest producer of certified sustainable palm oil. Darby Oil, which is Darby Plantation's downstream business, forges partnerships to bring top quality and enriching products to the customers in line with the philosophy of realizing possibilities together. The vision of Darby Plantation Berhad is to be the leading integrated global palm oil player. Darby Plantation Berhad also have 4 missions that they are focusing on, which are: first, develop a winning portfolio of sustainable businesses; second, subscribe to good corporate governance and high ethical values; third, deliver superior financial return through operational excellence and high performance standards; and fourth, provide an environment for our people to realize their full potential.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Noor SOFEA binti NADZRI, and today I will explain about the factors to consider having a segment reporting. There are 3 things to consider. The first one is the nature of the business activities of each company. It is identified by any activity carried out by an entity with the main objective of profit maximization. The second factor is existence of manager responsible for the activities. Each segment is controlled by the segment manager who are responsible for ensuring the performance of the segment and making direct contact with the chief operating decision maker. The last factor is information presented to the board of directors. The Chief Operating Decision Maker (CODM) should refer to the report assessed by the Board of Directors as it contains of reliable information regarding the overall performance of the entity.
There are 2 types of segments in Darby Plantation Berhad. First, business segment. In this segment, they have upstream Malaysia, upstream Indonesia, upstream New Guinea and Solomon Islands, downstream and other operations. For upstream Malaysia, Darby Plantation Berhad are developing, cultivating and managing oil palm and rubber plantation estates and mining of fresh fruit bunches into crude palm oil and palm kernel, and also processing and sales of rubber. For upstream Indonesia, they are developing, cultivating and managing oil palm plantation estates and mining of fresh fruit bunches into crude palm oil and palm kernel. For upstream New Guinea and Solomon Islands, they are developing, cultivating and managing oil palm and sugarcane and plantation estates, mining of fresh fruit bunches into crude palm oil and palm kernel, and refining of sugarcane, coconut oil, cattle rearing and beef production. For downstream, Darby Plantation Berhad make production and sales of refined oils and fats, which includes specialty and end-user oil and fats, sales of crude palm oil, refining of coconut oil, production of biodiesel products, and sales of derivative and crushing palm kernel to crude palm kernel oil and palm kernel expeller. Lastly, For other operations, it is including trading of agricultural products and services, production and sale of oil palm seeds and seedlings, sales of oleochemical products, research and breeding program of oil palm and rubber with special focus on genome science, and renewable business with a focus on development of green technology and renewable energy, which includes bio-based chemicals, biogas, and composting. Next, we'll be discussing about geographic segment. It can be found as method of marketing products to customer based on geography location. SARAI Plantation Berhad's segment of geographic includes Malaysia, Europe, India, Indonesia, Thailand, other countries in Southeast, South Africa, Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands, China, and other countries. Now, we are focusing on shift of decision making. The Chief Operating Decision Maker is the Board of Directors of the company, in which board members collectively make strategic decisions about resource allocations, evaluation of performance, and other business matters. For SARAI Plantation Berhad, Muhammad Helmi Osman Basha is a Group Managing Director, which he is expertise in management and responsible to make decisions for the company. The responsibilities of Chief of Decision Making are: first, reviewing strategic plan and adopting in company-wide strategies. Second, make strategic decisions about resource allocation and evaluate the performance of operation. Third, overseeing the conduct of the operation. And fourth, identify areas of improvement to increasing productivity.
For SARAI Plantation, it was consists few operating segments, which is upstream Malaysia, upstream Indonesia, upstream Papua New Guinea or Solomon Islands, downstream and other operations. The product or services that is significant for SARAI Plantation should be reported as a separate operating segment. However, only segments that exceed 10% threshold required to be reported. Thus, how we can identify which segment is fulfill the 10% threshold requirement? It can be calculated by using three bases, which is revenue basis, profit basis, and asset basis. And also, two or more operating segments may be combined if it below than 10% threshold. We have using revenue basis to apply the 10% threshold, which is total revenue for each segment divided by total revenue for all segments. We can conclude that only 4 segments, which is upstream Malaysia, upstream Indonesia, upstream Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands, and downstream are reportable as it achieves the 10% threshold. After determining the reputable segments, the entity should ensure that the total external revenue attributable to those reputable segments is at least 75% of the entity's total external revenue. This 75% threshold test is shown when the total external revenue for all reportable segments divided by total external revenue times with 100%. As a result, SARAI Plantation will get the total of external revenue of 99.63%, which is more than 75% requirements. Thus, no additional operating segments need to be reported in order to meet 75% threshold. In order to have 4 reportable segments and 1 non-reportable segments, a new adjustment has been made for all segments in SARAI Plantation segmental report. As you can see, there are 4 reportable segments that are separately disclosed, which are upstream Malaysia, upstream Indonesia, upstream Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands, and downstreams. Meanwhile, other operations will be under all other segment category as it fails to meet the 10% threshold tax requirements. Next, I will explain the advantages and disadvantages of segment reporting. The first advantages of segment reporting is allocation of resources. The disclosure of segment information removes the imperfections in the investment market and may also influence the management performance. The second one is lower cost of capital. The risk of investment in equity of a company that discloses complete information is lower than the investment in equity of a company that withholds information. The last one is better predictor of profitability. Enable users of financial statement to be able to predict the future profitability of an organization better. Next, the disadvantages of segment reporting, which is 1. Allocation of common costs. The next one is disclosure costs, the provision of additional information in addition to routine information raises the firm's operating costs in terms of collecting, processing and management control system expenditure. The last one is the difficulty in data provision. Entity should consider the problem of selecting segment information since the measurement problem affects the viability of disclosing certain informations.
Hello again, that gets into the part B of the presentations on MFRS 134 interim reporting. When it's come to interim reporting, there are two bases that we can use in preparing the interim reports: integral method and discrete method. Integral method simply means that it is only a fraction of the annual reports, where a company incurred any expenses in the first quarter, that amount will be allocated between the 4 quarters accordingly. For discrete method, interim period is a separate period. That being said, the reports are prepared on a periodic basis and any expenses incurred will be recognized when incurred. Based on our evaluation, some Plantation Berhad used discrete method in preparing their interim report, whereby the third quarter ended 31st September 2021 and the fourth quarter ended 31st December 2021. The interim financial statements are unaudited and have been prepared in accordance with the requirements of Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard MFRS 134 Interim Financial Reporting. Next, let us see what accounting policy used by some Plantation Berhad in preparing their interim report. First accounting policy used is Property, Plant and Equipment (PPE). PPE are measured using cost model, which is cost less accumulated depreciation less accumulated impairment loss. This is in accordance with MFRS 116 Property, Plant and Equipment. The assets are measured using a straight line basis to write down the cost of each asset over their estimated useful life as follows. Next accounting policy used in preparing the interim report is inventory. Inventory comprises palm oil products, sugar stock, coconut oil, raw material, trading inventories, consumable, and spare parts. Inventory of Plantation Berhad are stated at the lower of cost and net realizable value. This is in accordance with MFRS 102 inventories.
I will explain and list the types of interim report prepared by the company. So, the below set of condensed financial statement in each interim report shall include as a minimum such as: first, each of the headings and subtotals that was included in its most recent annual financial statement. Secondly, selected explanatory notes as required by the standard. And thirdly, basis and diluted earning per share on the face of statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. For the types of interim reports that prepared by the Plantation Berhad are: first, unaudited condensed consolidation of statement of profit or loss. Secondly, unaudited condensed consolidation statement of comprehensive income. Thirdly, unaudited condensed consolidation statement of financial position. Fourthly, unaudited condensed consolidation statement of changes in equity. And lastly is unaudited condensed consolidation statement of cash flow. Next is to determine the current and comparative periods of the Sime Plantation Berhad. According to MFRS 134 interim reporting, the current and comparative periods for each statement will be measured from 1st October 2021 to 31st December 2021. It is equivalent to 4 interim quarter of Sime Plantation Berhad in 2021. First quarter is starting from January to March 2021. Second quarter is from April to May 2021. And the third quarter is from June to August 2021. and the last quarter is from September to December 2021. Therefore, we have identified the current and comparative periods for each financial statement. In our observation, the current periods have the same period as started from 1st January 2021 to until 31st December 2021. But the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income has another types of ending periods, which is starting from 1st October 2021 until 31st December 2021. For the comparative also, we can identify that each financial statement is starting on 1st January 2020 until 31st December 2020. But for the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, it also has another type of ending periods, which is 3 months ending that will be start from 1st October 2020 until 31st December 2020. Last but not least, we found that there are 2 adjustments that happen in the Darby Plantation Berhad. First, adjustment is about the transfer of property plant equipment to investment property. Property plant equipment, the related in transfer is freehold land. Before the adjustment being made, the amount as at 31st December 2021 is 2,861,171,000. And after the transfer of the property plant equipment to investment property, the amount of freehold land was decreased to 2,683,165,000. That's all about the types of interim and the current and comparative periods for the Darby Plantation Berhad, and also the effect before and after for the first adjustment that made by the company. I will pass to Noor Hidayah binti Mahadi to continue to explain for the second adjustment.
Second adjustment is on share capital. The adjustment is on 3rd June 2021. Darby Plantation Berhad issued and allocated 31,139,318 new ordinary share at 4 ringgit 10 cents per new ordinary share. Before the adjustment be made, the amount of share capital as at 31st December 2021 is 1,506,119,000, and after the issuance of the new ordinary share, the amount of share capital increased to 1,633,790,000. That's all of our presentations. Thank you.